It's been over 15 years since I drank alcohol, and I was just walking through the woods here, and one of the biggest things that like I wish I had known before like I was even introduced to alcohol is what I'm going to share here, because not figuring this shit out, man, it's just such a shame what it can do to a man, right? Or just to any human being. But I was just walking here and I was just thinking about the last time I did drink alcohol, which was probably like 2009, sometime around it, maybe 2010. And like, what I wish I had figured out, let me go back, because when I was first introduced to alcohol, I was maybe like really, probably like 14, 15, 16, something like that. My friend had a beer and he was like, yeah, drink this. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. But I don't have anything against anyone that drinks alcohol. Just, it doesn't work for me. And maybe you're clicking on this video because you realize it's not something you want to partake in anymore. I want to quit. So I don't think I was ever really addicted to it, but I just used it as a coping mechanism to kind of numb and escape the challenges that life brings us, right? And the last time, it's just one of those things that I wish I knew, that if you do this, like, just be warned that this can really mess with your life. And not for everyone, right? There's some people that, it's fine. The culture in England is drink to get drunk, get pissed, all that stuff there, right? And that's what I kind of went down that road. I was in a band. We used to drink every day on tour. And, when you drink, it lowers your inhibitions and also lowers the cognitive decision-making abilities that you have, and cause you to make some really bad decisions. In fact, there's some really poor choices that I made that affect me to this day. And I can tell you a story, actually, if you want, that I went out with my good friend and we went out drinking, got like totally wasted. And we were coming back from the bar, wherever it was, back home on the train. And these times I used to be a graffiti artist. So when you're a graffiti artist in the UK, you do graffiti on the train tracks. And somehow I had got this special skeleton key that unlocks the driver's door on the train, right? So we would go in there and just hang out. So anyway, we got on the train and I took the key and we just hang out in the back of the driver's cabin, right? Started rolling up a joint, smoking and whatnot, and just chilling in there. And then my mate started pushing the buttons and then the fucking train stopped. I was like, fuck, man. Anyway, the driver had come down and he was like, what are you doing in here? We was like, whatever, right? So you're smoking, all right, the police are gonna be at the next stop. These times it was really wasted. So my plan was, all right, well, I'm not gonna stay on the train and just roll into the station and get arrested. So as the train started to move, I pulled the chain. This is an emergency brake chain, and it stopped the train. And then we opened the doors and jumped out. Back in those days, you could like open the door just manually and hop out. And then we were on the tracks, but we were high up from street level, maybe like 15 feet up. So we started to got to the edge where the bridge was, and there was a fence, and it was like about waist high and had barbed wire. And I looked over at my friend and he was like struggling with the fence, getting tangled in the barbed wire. And I thought, no, I don't want to do that. So I sort of grabbed the side pole, jumped over it. Like if you imagine like a fence like that, I just put my hand here and like leaped. But on the other side was a 15-foot drop. I landed and I was like, bang, hurt my ankle. I was like, fuck, that hurt. Stood up to walk and I just felt crunch and my ankle had smashed. Anyway, this was I was 19 then. I'm over 40 years old now. We didn't get arrested. We got away, but I had smashed my ankle really badly. And to this day, I live with those consequences. So that's just an example. But being not touching alcohol for so many years, what I noticed is that it's very easy to find other ways to stimulate yourself nowadays, or avoid feeling discomfort, or avoid our feelings, or suppress what we have been buried down, or traumas, or whatever you want to call it. And it's just like, it's all about like how you use the tool. Look at that, there's a mushroom there. I wonder if it's a magic one. I don't mess with those. Not a random one. Maybe I'll tell you a story about Amsterdam in the next video. Yeah, but alcohol, man. And it just all comes down to like dopamine stimulation and like trying to avoid like feelings, especially as a man, because our feelings, I believe, give us a signal. They're like signals to act. And that's what I wanted to say. The more I restrain from activities that numb me, that suppress me, that mute me, that cause me to escape, the more I could be me and I could hear what's going on in here. I could hear what my emotions are telling me, what my heart's telling me. And like the more we avoid, or the less we numb ourselves, the easier it is to hear that voice. And also appreciate just some of these natural stimulants. You know, like being out here is stimulating, right? But it's not like hyper stimulation. The big thing that I find a problem is like constant dopamine spikes, right? Because when you spike, then you have to come down, and that down is like if you've ever taken drugs, there's a come down, right? Ecstasy, you have a come down, and it's horrible, right? But the spike was so good that you're always constantly trying to get back to it. Same kind of thing with alcohol. It's like a never-ending fucking bottomless hole that just wants feeding, constant feeding, right? Especially like all of these addictive things like lust, porn, chasing girls, going off, even to some degree, like the wanting and desiring for finances, right? I think money's important. It has a never-ending numbers never end, right? So yeah, you want to take care of your family and your loved ones, but at the end of the day, if that's constantly like just if we can't ever be content and grateful for what we have, then we're never really going to get more anyway, because a lack of gratitude means, well, you're not satisfied and you desire more. And when you desire more, that says that you're lacking. And if you're lacking, then you're going to continue to lack. So live in gratitude, baby. And, stay safe. And yeah, that's what I really got to say today.